You mustn't speak!
I can't afford Starbucks, nor have I ever had Starbucks on a daily basis. But I've heard that the people that love to go to Starbucks love to pretend that they're working while they are in it. And these people are mostly corporate dipshits with dead-end jobs. Now imagine these gremlin people writing reviews for a movie. A good review for a good movie is a bad review in their eyes because they are attention whores. And what better way to capture attention than being an asshole? Trust me, I know it. I do YouTube. The entirety of the dipshit but cool side of the internet is saying that Dune is amazing. It is breathtaking. Dune 2 is even better. This drama is really insane. The entire corporate soulless side of the internet is acting a bit weird. They're like on some crusted up shit or something because I ain't reading all that. They hate the movie for a reason kinda like this. Oh, I hate the movie because the movie is bad. Define a woman without using the word woman. And to make this even worse, he decided to add a little bit of a spice to it.
It joins Christopher Nolan's movies, Interstellar, The Dark Knight, in being just a dumb, wannabe profound, contrived, needlessly dark action movie.
I'm gonna address these in reverse order. I highly suggest that you read this review in reverse order because then you'll understand how stupid you actually have to be on Reddit to make people mad about a Dune review. There is no magic in Dune.
Consider what you're about to do, Paul Atreides.
The Bene Gesserit are not psychic and the voice is not a superpower. They just possess a capability of hacking other people's brain by speaking precisely. This is something Saul Goodman would say to defend them if they started committing petty crimes at a gas station maybe.
Give me the water.
What the f do you mean by hack people's brain but it's not superpower? What? Constant crybaby attitude about how the old version of Dune was better compared to this new version of Dune is just pick me attitude. Oh, see, I watched the vintage version of the Dune as well. I'm better than you. Mom, come up. Shit my pants again. There is a shot in the vintage Dune where they show how Paul was made to face pain in that box by Bene Gesserit and what the intensity of it was. Asshole. The Paul Atreides in novel is very disciplined in everything he does. Add a word in your dictionary maybe. Contradiction. You highly need it. So many reviews from sites that have no connection with the generation that actually watched this movie. You know, for a site that posts this type of articles, you have no business posting a review that does exactly this. As long as these reviews are, there is no need to actually read them because all of them say the exact same thing. Entire paragraphs just summarizing what the actual storyline was, and the only useful review part of this review was Lynch's version had monologues that the new movie didn't have. Dune came out in 2021. Name 10 mainstream modern movies that had loudly narrated monologues in them. None of them had them because they are stupid and times have changed. This is not Big Bang Theory or Friends, nor is it soap opera. We have more than 2 genders now, remember? This horse is not real. Are we living in the same reality or am I constantly on or something? And you didn't mention one crucial detail about the Lynch's version of the movie. It had too many monologues. I swear to God, there was no actor in that movie that expressed anything whilst a monologue went by. Everyone looked straight dead inside. And monologues were there for literal, unnecessary, obvious details. Like this one. But for context, Paul Atreides was just attacked by a hunter-seeker and his concern about his son's life is just about to come out as a monologue.
They've tried to take the life of my son.
That's it? You f***ing stupid? I would have killed the people responsible in that case while shouting at top of my lungs. Monologues are inner voices, right? You have nothing to hide from people around you. Then why aren't 90% of them whispers?
Jessica, what is wrong? Forgive me, my beloved concubine. I should have married you. I hold a dream to ascend to the throne through a political marriage. I should have married you.
This review says that there were lightning bolts in Lynch's movie at the arrival of the sandworm, but the modern Dune just had a ground shake. Why would there be lightning bolts at the arrival of the sandworm? Why? Is there only one worm on the entire planet? Does the worm possess the power of Shazam? Why? It's a gigantic worm and the entirety of the music made by Hans Zimmer is thumping to portray how significant its presence was. You can click off the video right now and you won't miss anything in terms of the reviews that I'm gonna read after this because they are all exactly same. They are crying over why the old Dune was better compared to the latest one. It's like they have something to shit on while being behind the screen, so there are no consequences. It's like Twitter without the comment section. This guy said everything was epic for some reason. Shots of Zendaya, dinner time, door opening, accompanied by a score from Hans Zimmer. I say Why not? Why is that a complaint? Is the movie not grand on its own? Was these the only thing that were grand and the necessary parts were not? We are talking about the emperor of the known universe level shit. Taking a shit should be grand. Which it is because spice is warm shit. So, but this guy also made a joke about Joe Biden's flat brain scan and I was like, dude, I'll make an exception for you because I did not know you were chill like that. But same doesn't go for you. This review or whatever, it is insufferable. It's so hard to read. The paragraphs are filled with complex words that I've never heard before that normal people don't even use in normal conversations every day. It's like you create a review and then feed it to ChatGPT and tell it to make it as complex as possible to look cool. Here is one paragraph for an example.
Once again, the biblical solemnity of Villeneuve's approach, along with the tactile brutalism of his design, have combined into a Timothy Chalamet movie that shimmers with...
And the only concern that this review had was how big the movie was and how small the actors looked, even though they are significant in real life. Isn't that the bloody point of Dune? The scale of Dune is so damn big that the idea of people, size of ants, changing the destiny of the entire universe seems almost impossible, yet the war begins with hope of salvation. That's the idea of Dune. Did you know that these guys used to be humans before they overdosed on spice and became guild navigators that make intergalactic travel possible? The entire war for spice was to feed them, majority of it. The entire plan of the Emperor came out of them. The entire movie was only possible because of them. And still, such a significant character or entity was revealed in the old Dune movie in the first quarter. Bro shows up like... which I totally understand if this is the same as it says in the book. But still, the decision of not revealing Emperor and his plan and how he came up with it and the Guild Navigators in Dune Part 1 2021 was a good decision because it only adds to the mystique of the Emperor and the Guild Navigators. Emperor of the known universe. And this is the kind of party that is being held in his presence. So many hollow statements from stupid corporate freaks about why the old movie was better, yet none of them are viable in terms of the new movie. None of them. Old movie had so many faults in it. Like, what was the reason of keeping this in the movie? Is he drinking squeezed out mouse piss or something? I understand that Baron Harkonnen had some skin disease, but making his skin clear and keeping in just his body and the persona actually kept a curtain on how far he can go in terms of brutality. Meanwhile, the old Baron was straight goofy. No filter, no mystique, and no depth to his presence at all. Doctor would have died in the latest Dune by now if he came that close. And then he just flies off to the ceiling like that fat lady from Harry Potter. What's the need of this, my dude? Come down. You look like a circus freak. I am the complaint guy. I complain about movies being bad even if they're slightly bad, and you topped even that. Everyone in these articles like a dumb suggested that dictate the entire backstory of Arrakis and why the war is going on at the start of the movie. How would the people know what the movie is about? You dumbass. Everything was perfectly understood while keeping the movie grand and not like a textbook read from a child. The Emperor's face wasn't even revealed in part 1. That is how you maintain mystique. This is future proofing. This right here is atrocity. How did that section of the movie add any value to Dune's greatness? How? Motherfucker just straight puked and then we showed up at Arrakis. All of these reviews had certain comments about how the new movie skipped a lot of important details and people didn't understand what Dune was about. Meanwhile, the old movie skipped everything. The first time we see Shani was like this, and the second time we see Shani was like... There is no explanation at all on why the Fremens accepted Paul and his mother in the first place. None at all.
You are Paul Mordib, and your mother shall be a Sayedina.
And I don't want to disrespect the old movie in terms of CGI, but the acting was straight horrific. It was bad, like straight ass. Look at what she'll do after her gag is removed.
There's no need to fight over me.
Why are you moaning? Is there no urgency? You're about to die? And then this stupid stabs the pilot and the pilot goes... Not even talking about the VFX perspective, but it was straight ass, like full of faults. Characters will just zone out and start monologuing out of nowhere. People were laughing like villains but looked like clowns while doing it. And with all that said, I watched Dune Part 1 28 times in last 5 days and had the movie on in the background while I was editing this video. Bye.